couldn't wrap my mind around the concept of bowing down to something I couldn't see, believing that everything that I was enduring um, was of God.
And for the longest time, I just was either agnostic or didn't believe that Christianity was like the answer.
I didn't want to go to church. And if I did, I'd get there at the last minute, and as soon as everybody, amen, let's go.
I always called out to God, but I didn't want to accept God.
I knew that he loved me, but I kind of got the idea that I had done so much bad, hurt so many people, that it was like no coming back.
As far as I can remember, there was always drugs in the house. My mom didn't hide nothing from us. My dad was in and out of jail my whole life.
Remember the first time I got drunk at home. I thought, okay, cool, I can do this, I guess. And then eventually it became a day-to-day, in charge of my life habit.
I was going through multiple handles of like vodka or just tons of IPAs every night, every week.
Wake up in the morning to drink. Wake up at night and drink to go back to sleep.
I did a lot of it because of peer pressure. Everybody else was doing it. I didn't want to say no.
They said, here, Devin, try this. I said, okay, I give it a try. That was the biggest mistake.
Yeah, I was just having to hide everything that I did, lie constantly.
That my dad is the closest person to me I could ever ask for. He looked at me with tears in his eyes, and he said, I'm scared I'm gonna lose you.
Finally, one day I went in front of the judge, and he's like, look, man, I keep seeing you, but you ain't got too many more times in front of me, and I'm sending you down the road.
Pretty much lost my house, my place of living, and I landed in jail.
So I was in a jail cell, crying out to the Lord, broken, miserable, and needed somewhere to where I can be set free. I asked God if he could send me anywhere. I said, God, please send me to a Better Way Ministries.
I heard about Better Way Ministries because my little brother's a 2021 graduate. I'd seen what God was doing in Corey's life. Couldn't deny it.
My uncle told me about a better way, and it turned him into the man he is. I think it would do the same for me.
I don't care at this point. I'm so sick of living like this. Let's go. I done tried everything I can on my own, and it ain't worked.
Upon my arrival here, I was already at a point of just being broken. But once I seen the campus, I was like, wow, where am I?
In Atlanta, everybody is a little bit different and don't just come up to you and tell you they love you when they don't know who you are.
A little too welcoming. I'm like, this feels so weird.
What do you need? You need this, you need this. You ain't got nothing but the clothes on your back. How do you feel? And I'm like, I feel really out of place right now.
It's like, you mind if we put our hands on you, pray for you? I'm like,
That's all they did was hug, and love you. And growing up as a kid, I never received that much.
And then everybody just takes a turn and starts going upstairs, and you just see this big line of purple shirts just marching up these stairs. And I'm like, I just start marching with them. I'm like, man, what have I got myself into?
I got called up to my room because there was a button undone.
Yeah, you know what, man? That's so petty, bro. I just got written up about a button.
the only time I got written up was in school. I ain't never done sentences about it. Couldn't do that. I had to get out of there.
How am I gonna do this? I got 18 months ahead of me. I can't lay in this bed like this for 18 months.
It did seem like a little overkill with all the extra rules and stuff, but I was just ready to change, so I was willing to do whatever.
The brotherhood here is really the bread and butter to this place. If it wasn't for the brotherhood, I know I wouldn't have made it.
When you get here, you struggle with things, and you need somebody to lean on.
People that I can relate to. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about nobody judging me.
But we also can point out to each other that, hey, are you back out there doing what you were doing that got you here to start with?
And you're like, we're supposed to be friends. You talking to me like this?
In East Point, brotherhood is looking the other way and not saying anything.
It's a greater thing when they hold you accountable because they love you and respect you and want better for you.
You're just accepted for who you are here.
It's like a different feeling. It's like family I've never had.
I really enjoyed the trip to Florida. It's like I say, man, that camaraderie, you know, to have brothers that you can lean on.
Getting there and seeing how nice Brother John's place was, and, you know, praying on the beach and having devotion every morning on the beach. It was a really peaceful and serene time for me here at the ministry.
Being out on the beach, listening to the waves, the birds, feeling the sand in your feet and your toes. Paradise feeling, you know?
I was blessed to get baptized on the beach by Brother John. I got to share it with, people that were on the same type of journey as me.
I was just chilling out on the sand, looking out into the ocean, and I can say that was the first time I ever heard God speak to me. He said, son, I brought you here to get closer to me. You're just going through a rehab. I didn't bring you here for that. I brought you here for me.
The unwavering love that God has for me and I have for him through this program has given me a confidence that is above any that I could dream of.
The whole time I was in the program, I was so worried about my family, not putting my family in God's hands like I should have. But as time went on, I seen that every time something came up, God took care of it.
He's given me back a lot of the things that I lost, and he's given me patience back, and just the ability to get up out of bed and go through your day not wanting to end it all.
I realized I had forgiven myself. It was a huge turning point when I knew God was there.
No matter how bad life seems, I don't have to go back to my old crutch alcohol to get through it. I have a protector now.
This ministry changed my life, like in all 4 houses. I can't just act like this place isn't here.
I don't worry about where I'm gonna end up. End up in jail, on my way to prison.
Chris Milton come up to me. He looked at me. He said, "Hey, are you gonna make it through this? Are we gonna make it?" I said, "Yeah." And he said, "How you know?" I said, "Well, I just know that I'm gonna make it." And I think it kind of stuck with both of us. We both made it.
Seems like all I could see was the struggle. Haunted by ghosts that lived in my past. Bound up in shackles of all my failures. Wondering how long is this gonna last? And you look at this prisoner and say to me, son, stop fighting a fight, it's already been won. And I am redeemed. You set me free. So I'll shake off these heavy chains and wipe away every stain. Now I'm not who I used to be, because I don't have to be the old man inside of me, 'cause his day is long dead and gone. Because I've got a new name, a new life, I'm not the same, and a hope that will carry me home. I am redeemed. You set me free.
If I could meet myself 18 months ago, I'd sit down and I'd tell myself that you're doing the right thing. Don't have no second thoughts on leaving. Don't think about nothing on the outside. Everything's gonna be okay. God's gonna take care of everything on the outside. You just continue to get yourself right, because I promise it's gonna pay off.